Alright boys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a bunch of updates. This Misfits event is getting very exciting and unpredictable. Ryan Taylor, the bad man of the YouTube boxing scene, the headbutt king himself, has only just gone and got himself arrested. I was actually really looking forward to seeing this fight. Obviously, in the first fight with Ryan Taylor versus Swarmz, he got his orbital bone broken from the first punch thrown, pretty much. Swarmz threw a jab, Ryan Taylor came in at the same time, and it severely injured him. You could call it a fluke, but at the end of the day, Swarmz threw a good jab, and it caught Ryan, and that led to him becoming injured. But that first fight ended with a lot to be desired. That's why, even though this fight was on the undercard, and not that many people cared about it, it still had an interesting arc to it. So the fact that the fight is now called off is a little bit disappointing, but it's also kind of funny because I got a lot of hate from one of my Ryan Taylor videos. I'll show you right now. I've done this video here on the right. Ryan Taylor is the biggest idiot in YouTube boxing, and all I done was lay out the facts for everyone. I've shown you guys his footage from his video, his own vlog of him starting fights with people, causing chaos, being very difficult, trying to intimidate people, starting fights, just the facts, and the amount of people that I had in those comments saying, I want Ryan Taylor to come for you. I hope Ryan Taylor gets you at this event. Which, first off, the fact that you're defending such a guy shows a lot about your character if you're one of the people who said this. Because what it means is that if you're a tough guy, if you're a bad man like Ryan Taylor is, it means that no one's going to hold you accountable because people are scared that you're going to jump them. I'll be honest, I went into making that video knowing very well that I'm going to go to the event and something bad could happen. I could get jumped. But I'm not afraid of calling people out, especially when it's justified. And there you go, Ryan Taylor has just gone and got arrested and kind of proved the point. What was also funny is that Ryan Taylor actually watched this video and commented on it. You can see here, he says, entertaining video, good watch. So why would he jump me? He clearly enjoyed the video. And then we had this guy here, I beg you pull up on this sausage, Ryan. Who are you calling a sausage, lad? It's just, do you know what I find so funny, right? I'm just doing this video because just for the laugh. People get so triggered online, honestly. It proper cracks me up. There's a certain part of me that likes doing videos to trigger people, to get a rise out of people. I find a little bit of fun in it, and I'm like that in person as well. I like to skip people in person and have a bit of banter, if you like. But I want it to come back my way as well. I'm all for a bit of banter. Ryan, if anything, took this video in good spirit, you could say. Now, he could just be saying that to save face and then get me in person with all his mans in. But still, he didn't DM me. He probably accepts that, look, I'm putting myself online. I've got to understand that people are going to come for me. I understand that when this channel keeps growing and growing and growing, and I'm involved in more controversies and YouTube beefs, there's going to probably be some people who do videos about me, and I'm absolutely fine with that. Doesn't mean that I'm going to pull up on this sausage and get him with me man's em. I'm too old for that shit. I've got stuff going on. I'm a successful person in my own right, and I'm only chasing more and more success. Ryan is also a very successful lad, and that begs the question, why is he still getting involved in dramas and getting arrested? A lot of people have said in the comments that he's not really a street lad. It's not really his true persona, and it's just the lads who he's hanging around with. This is a prime example. If this is the case, this is a prime example of you are the average of the 5 closest people to you. If you hang around with a bunch of thugs and criminals, the chances are you're going to become just that. Ryan Taylor's probably made millions from his YouTube channel. He's got a very successful BMX brand as far as I'm aware. Like, is it a clothing brand as well? I'm not too sure, but I know the lad is raking it in and making a lot of money, but they do say that sometimes money goes to your head and it brings out your true traits. I've noticed the more money I earn, the less I'm asked about materialistic stuff, the less I'm asked about proving to people that have got money. It gives some people a little bit more of a quiet, subtle confidence. Some people want to be secret millionaires. Other people want to be boastful and want to brag and show it off to the world and get more clout. And each to their own. People can do what they want with the money. But Ryan, look, if you listen to this, or if any of your boys are listening to this, come on, lad, what are you doing? Throwing all the bullshit away, just man to man. What are you doing? You're getting yourself arrested. How old are you? Like 30-something? I'm 35. You've got kids. I've got kids. You've got a fantastic business. I've got a decent business. You're doing this boxing thing, which really, I thought, should get you on a really good path, especially when you get involved in martial arts or boxing. The discipline that you gain from doing something like this, it's hard, and it takes balls to step in the ring. So I'll give you that credit. I respect anyone who steps into the ring. But how come these successful traits that you gain from doing something like this and staying committed and being disciplined with boxing aren't filtering over into into other aspects of your life? Because it should do. Maybe it's the people you're hanging around with, and I'm not here to tell anyone what they should or shouldn't be doing. This is just my perspective. This is just how I see it. If it was my mate and he was doing this, I'd grab him and shake him and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Get yourself sorted. Come on, time to grow up a bit. So it begs the question, how many more opportunities is Ryan going to get at this boxing thing? Because you could look at it like Misfits should maybe ban him from boxing until he can show that he can get a good track record. He headbutted DK Money, that first fight. You know, he's getting arrested now. Then again, to be fair to him, I haven't really seen him involved in any controversies recently. So, you know, fair play there. But then, here you go, 3 days before the fight, arrested. We don't really know what for. Here's the article. YouTuber Ryan Taylor is arrested just 3 days before he's set to feature on the undercard of KSI's grudge match with Tommy Fury, forcing his rematch with Swarmz to be cancelled. Taylor's first fight with Swarmz in January ended in farcical circumstances as Ryan Taylor refused to fight on in the first round after claiming that it had been a clash of heads, whereas the referee deemed the Swarmz had landed a legal punch. When you do something like that, like you fracture your orbital bone, it's not that I've ever done it, but I can imagine the pain to be like very weird and very intense to the point where it doesn't feel like you've been punched. It probably does feel like you've been headbutted or something like that. Swarmz was declared the winner by knockout, but the pair agreed to meet again to settle their differences. However, Taylor has allegedly been arrested 3 days before the fight, according to boxing outlet Happy Punch, and the bout is now being called off. The reason for the arrest is still yet to be confirmed. I've looked at all the comments on his Instagram, on TikTok, and people have asked, why is he being arrested? I've looked online. I can't find anything saying why he's been arrested. Has anyone got any information? Let me know in the comments. Seen in an interview with Swarmz that the interviewer said something about Ryan Taylor driving around London in loads of cars, causing disturbances. Maybe it's something to do with that.
Have you seen Ryan Taylor's antics over the weekend, or obviously on his stories, and what do you make of that?
No, what happened?
I think there were some stories of him in London with cars and everything, but yeah, he isn't here today, is that right?
I'm not really focusing on him, innit?
Focusing on yourself?
Yeah.
Misfits boxing promoter Mams Taylor confirmed the fight would no longer go ahead during a live stream on Wednesday night. It says here, a final decision on Taylor's involvement in this weekend's pay-per-view event is still yet to be made, but is expected shortly. Maybe he still might be able to fight, but it did say up here that the fight is being called off. Maybe there's still a chance of it going ahead, pending whatever's going to happen with this arrest situation. But it says here, but Taylor will not be joining the pair at the AO Arena after being ruled out of the card just days before it's set to take place. So maybe he might be allowed to attend the event, but just not fight in it. I guess that's still to be confirmed. We got an interview with Swarmz here. I haven't watched it yet, but let's see what he's saying. Right, okay, so what absolute knobheads they are. I thought Swarmz was looking a little bit too happy there. 1 minute 40 into the video. Still no mention of Ryan Taylor being arrested. I scroll down to the comments. If you clicked on this because of the title, he doesn't actually talk about Ryan Taylor pulling out in this video. Right, okay, well, you guys are getting a dislike on that video. Last thing on his Twitter was from the 5th of October, so it's a mystery. Looks like we're not going to get to see that fight. I was actually looking forward to it because I've done a couple videos on Ryan, and I thought it'd be good to see how this all pans out. But it looks like Ryan's got other plans. A little bit ridiculous, really. All this confirms everything that I said in that previous video, where loads of you Ryan Taylor fans give me a lot of hate and were wishing on him to come and get me at the event. How can you wish harm upon other people? I don't wish harm upon Ryan Taylor. Do I think it's coming to him? Of course, because when you live that life, karma's going to come round and bite it in the arse one day. But I don't wish him to get hurt. And look, maybe in the future, if I'm big enough and I'm back training again, I could maybe do one of these boxing events with Ryan and do it properly instead. Like men should. Get the gloves on, you do it properly, you shake hands at the end. There you go. What a wild ride this is. I'm going to upload another video in a bit as well, because there's news coming out of my ears. We got UFC, MMA news, we got Misfits news, we got open workouts. There's all sorts going on. So make sure you like this video and then check back later, probably around 9-10 PM for the second video of the day. Comment down below if you've got any inside scoop on this information. Appreciate all the support on the channel. Like this video, and I'll see you all, not tomorrow, but later.